Tim school now, started here with Rimmingville. Trained a lot with Steve. Aldo's not here, but Aldo and Anton, and thank you.
This feels crazy. I started about 13 years ago. I never thought this moment would be true, but here we are. I want to thank Phil and Rick for starting off down in the studios because it really changed my life. I want to thank my family. Now I am black belt number 4. We have a couple coming along the way too, so I'm excited for that as well. I want to thank everyone that I trained with down in Florida. We started off at school about 3 years ago, and it's mainly because it was inspired here by Phil and Rick and Balance Studios. So this just feels like the beginning.
Thank you guys. I've been training maybe 14, almost 15 years. Never had a gi, never had a belt until I started training at Balance and I met Rick and Phil. I bounced around at a couple other gyms for a few years before I found my home here at Balance. Very honored and thankful to have my black belt from you guys. Thank you to everybody that I train with. You guys are all beasts and you keep me in check. So, Jiu-Jitsu is awesome. I'm gonna be training for the rest of my life, so this is just a stepping stone.
So, I guess it's cliche, everyone says they have the best school. They train out when they say these things, but personally, I've been to 150 schools around the world, and this is the one I call home. This is where I train at. So I know how blessed we are, and with the instructors, the culture, the teammates, and training partners, and really this belt, any other belt really doesn't mean anything without those training partners. When you think about it, Jiu-Jitsu by itself is kind of absurd. Try to pass your own guard or do the Shark Tank or try to operate that clock for the Shark Tank. There's like 4 of us to figure that out earlier. So really, it all comes back to training partners. So I've had a lot of them. So I just want to thank everybody and thank you.
Yeah, so to say that this moment is surreal is an understatement. 20 years straight coming to Balance. Driving about an hour from Medford, New Jersey here because of these guys. To get a black belt in Jiu-Jitsu is an honor. Only about 1% of us actually make the black belt, but to get a black belt from the Grace brothers is surreal. To be able to have a lineage directly from Elio Gracie to Helson to you guys is honestly one of the biggest accomplishments of my life. All the money, all that stuff doesn't mean anything, but what we learn on the mats is real. I mean, life is what you put into is what you get out of it, just like these mats. So honestly, thank you all so much from the white belts, all my training partners, and especially to you guys. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. It's an honor. Thank you.
Northeast crew, Frank, and Coach Eddie, and my family, my cousin, my mom, all my friends here, the Echo Alpha team, of course, Rick and Phil. Jiu-Jitsu's been such a huge part of my life. I was debilitated with a bad knee, and sitting there and realizing when you can't do something in life, you just want it that much more. And to give back, to be an instructor, all that stuff means a lot to me. To provide a service, you never know who's walking in that door. People are going through stuff in life. It might be the kid that's getting bullied, the guy who's out of shape, and his doctor says if you want to live long enough to see your kids grow up, you need to get yourself in better condition. The women who might have been compromised out there in the streets somewhere, gaining courage to walk back out there. All that stuff, providing a service, is the most blessing that I can get from this. And of course, all you guys, everybody I train with. Thank you so much.
First, let me get this out of the way to all the haters out there, so I never get a black belt. If I had more haters, maybe I'd be better. Some people say I have uncomfortable being earnest and sincere, and that's probably true. But this is the most earnest and sincere thing that the thing that I kind of take the most seriously. So it's been a pleasure and an honor for sharing the mats with all you guys. And I'm not done. I'm gonna go till my body falls apart. So thank you.